We've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Right there, go! I'm not right.
Kamara will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Pat the street.
They'll go with the keeper. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Check pass.
It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Commander defense able to hold. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here's 2nd and 9. Howell out of his own end zone. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 5 now. Howell, and Thomas has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. For a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back back to the ground with Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Howell. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Third and long. Here's Howell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it. The defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races and into the end zone.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Powell. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run with Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Second down, Howell now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ready? Go check, go check. Hey, check that.
On second down, Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down.
Hey, check that, street, roll.
They run it again with Camara. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Camara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Camara gets it again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Right there, hurt. Pat the street.
A 10th carry for Camara. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Reynolds. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Reynolds looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on second down. Powell. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Second and 5. And once more, Howell back to the air. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Complete, it's Dotson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Howell out of the shotgun. And he finds McLaurin. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now?
and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Check match, check match. Check contact, check contact.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, a run with Gibson. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that is is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off and came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 2nd and 11 now. Howell, quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now he'll look to throw it. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Kamara, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Kamara try the right side. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Powell to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Come on, come on.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
Running left on the handoff is Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lutz is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This points, we'll find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Howell. And Dotson, he's got it. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Powell with one final shot.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Saints,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week, I'm in